Tonight, we report on why charges were dropped for a man involved in a Quincy shootout and how Ephrata looks to trim the costs of mowing the cemetery lawn. What's happening in sports, Bob?
It was a great weekend for Washington sports as the Mariners, Eastern Washington Eagles, and Seahawks picked up big wins. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
And here in the weather department, watching a mini heat wave for the rest of the work week. 90+ degree temperatures, a higher fire danger, but cooling trend for the weekend. Details coming up.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber One News.
From the iFiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber One News, and it starts now.
Criminal charges were dropped against one of the 5 people allegedly involved in a 2013 shootout in Quincy. Prosecutors dropped 3 counts of harassment against Marcos Avalos Barrera, a 24-year-old Quincy man. The decision to drop the charges followed Grant County Superior Court Judge Evan Sperline's ruling to dismiss the 2 counts of assault in the first degree against Avalos Barrera. Sperline, ruling on a motion to dismiss the assault charges, found that the video surveillance didn't show the Quincy man encouraging the shootout between the gang members and the members of the Munoz family. Witnesses reported there were long-standing problems between residents of the 2 C Street homes. They flared the day of the shooting when residents of the Munoz home reportedly attacked Avalos Barrera in a Quincy convenience store parking lot. When Avalos Barrera returned to the area of the 2 homes, he allegedly threatened to kill the Munoz family. He reportedly made a gesture of a gun and later in the night showed a gun to the residents of the Munoz home. A witness reported the shooting started when residents from the Munoz home allegedly challenged 2 men to a fistfight. As the 2 approached, they pulled guns and signaled their fellow gang members. The people from the Munoz residence reportedly responded by drawing guns and shooting. Police reported 17 shots were fired after the gang members taunting. It stopped when 1 man was shot in the leg. Jet ski races were set for Soap Lake, but problems caused organizers to cancel. But the group is not ready to give up on Grant County and have their eyes set on another lake. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
Northwest Jet Sport Association's Soap Lake Lava Lamp Jet Ski Regatta was a race that never happened. The association canceled the races Saturday and Sunday on the lake after several of the expected 30 to 40 jet ski racers did not show up. Association promoter Roger Harnack said some did not show up for personal reasons. Others opted out because there were concerns about Soap Lake's mineral content, which can be corrosive to jet skis.
Others at the last minute decided that the alkaline content of the lake was too high, given that World Finals is coming up. They wanted to keep their race boat ready.
With the races canceled in Soap Lake, association members instead visited Blue Lake Resort to practice Saturday.
We've come back to Soap Lake the last couple of years just because the community's been very welcoming and inviting.
Harnack said the association would now consider if it will choose Soap Lake or Blue Lake for the races next year. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
Thank you, Jeff. Ephrata officials are looking at using a private company to maintain the cemetery. Officials are asking companies to submit proposals to maintain the 7.3-acre cemetery. The move comes after several discussions about the costs of mowing the lawn. The city received $42,100 in revenue for people to be buried and paid $149,000 to maintain it in 2013. City Administrator Wes Craigo previously said the budget isn't sustainable. The roughly $107,000 the city spends on the cemetery could be used in other departments, such as police, fire, or parks. Staff members previously suggested removing displays such as vases and flowers or stuffed animals, and either placing them in a box for people to collect or to have staff throw them away. The council members and the public objected to the idea of not allowing the displays. Moses Lake Police are watching school zones as students return from summer vacation. Many students will be walking to their respective schools, and drivers should expect increased vehicle traffic. The speed limit in a school zone is 20 miles per hour. Moses Lake Police Chief Dave Ruffin said drivers heading both directions are to stop when seeing a school bus paddle or when red lights are flashing. Ignoring them could result in a $394 fine. Officers will be conducting patrols throughout the week, starting on Wednesday. Now we take a look at people being sought out by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local community since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
And hi there, once again, meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFiber Channel 1 News Weather. Hope you enjoyed your Monday. Your forecast is brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And the temperature's going someplace, and that's up for the rest of the work week for the most part. I mentioned it late last week that 90s would be coming on back, and yes, we are looking forward to that the next 3 days at least. A cool down will be coming for the weekend. Hard a time right now. It looks like sometime on Friday a cold front will come through. Winds will pick up. Maybe even some showers behind that cool front to start the weekend on Saturday. But the big thing between now and that cold front is that the fire danger will be going up, and it's going to be very stressful afternoons. Pay close attention to any elderly friends. Check up on them. Make sure they're doing fine in the heat that's coming. 85 and 58 the extremes today, right about where we should be this time of the year. And in Moses Lake, similar story. A very typical 25th day of August, 85 and 53, normally 86 and 54 the extremes on this date. So cannot get much closer than that, folks, for a seasonal day. And currently we're settling into a very nice evening. If you happen to have a nice plans to get outside, maybe walk in the park, a jog during the evening, boy, is it nice out there. 84 degrees, and the breeze light from the north at 6 miles an hour. And again, a pretty setting sun will be occurring this evening. Not much in the way of clouds or moisture over the Pacific Northwest for much of the area, not only in our back door, but for many of the neighbors around the area. And we'll look for much of Tuesday to be seeing similar conditions. Really, you can see very tranquil conditions. What we're focused on is a front out into the Gulf of Alaska, moving into British Columbia, but late in the work week, and it looks like they'll be creating some showers just across the border by Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, and that whole situation will sag slowly south Thursday, Friday, and eventually through our area Friday afternoon into Saturday, at which time the winds shift to the north, get a little gusty, and even a little bit of shower activity coming our way as we slide into the weekend. Nothing to ruin your plans about, just looks like hit and miss. No showers tomorrow. Look at all those suns. In fact, look at the 70s along the coastal plain. Long Beach a little cool with the marine layer there. In the northwest, you can see in the mid-80s. Not too bad. And closer we go to see temperature 91 degrees tomorrow. Yes, indeed. The heat is back. In fact, taking a look at the 7 days, the heat is also in store for us on Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe flirting with 90 on Friday, but the front will be coming on through, winds picking up and getting a little unsettled before we get more mild, comfortable temperatures. Start of the weekend.
Toyota wants to know, how do you celebrate summer?
We go fishing. We like to hike. We love camping, mountain biking, as often as possible.
No matter the activity, there's a Toyota perfect to take you there. From that favorite fishing spot, camping area, or just a great summer drive, including Tundra. Now offered with reduced APR financing or an amazing lease. For details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today and enjoy your summer to the fullest. Toyota, let's go places.
Just when I thought the blizzard couldn't get any better, DQ put the blizzard inside a waffle cone. This is mind-blowing. So when DQ asked me how I would tell the world, I said... Sounds better in Italian.
Pretty impressive, Liz. Any blizzard, like confetti cake, now in a fresh baked waffle cone. This is fan food, not fast food.
The Mariners pulled out an 8-6 come-from-behind win over the Red Sox Sunday. The victory gave Seattle its first ever sweep of a 3-game series or more at Fenway Park and matched last season's win total of 71 games. The Mariners put up 3 in the top of the first on RBI singles by Kendrys Morales, Kyle Seager, and Logan Morrison. Boston tied it in the home half of the inning and then took its only lead of the game with 2 runs in the third to make it 5-3. Seattle hung 1 on the board in the top of the fourth and 2 in the fifth to go out front 6-3 and then held on for the win. The M's are one of the hottest teams in the majors right now, having won 14 of their last 18 games. Seattle is 13 games over 500 at 71-58 and has a 1-game lead over the Tigers in the chase for the American League's final wild card berth. The Mariners open a 6-game homestand with the Rangers and Nationals beginning today. Eastern Washington University pulled out a 56-35 come-from-behind win over Sam Houston State Saturday in Cheney. Eagles quarterback Vernon Adams threw for 302 yards and 4 TDs, and Quincy Forte ran for 152 yards in the FCS Showcase game. The battle for early Big Sky supremacy in the league opener for both teams saw the lead change hands 3 times in the first half. The score was knotted 21-all at intermission. The Eagles went up 28-21 at the end of the third quarter and then outscored the Bearcats 28-14 in the fourth to run away with it. Well, I know it was only a preseason game, but the Seahawks looked in mid-season form after beating the Bears 34-6 Friday. Russell Wilson tossed touchdown passes to Jermaine Kearse and Christine Michael and ran for another score, and Seattle dominated Chicago 31-0 in the first half of action. The Hawks scored on all 5 of their possessions. The Bears had a chance to put points on the board with 30 seconds to go, but Jeremy Lane picked off a Jay Cutler pass at the Seattle 1 to end the threat. The Hawks end the preseason with a game against the Raiders in the Bay Area Wednesday. Seattle opens the regular season at home September the 4th against the Packers. Seattle picked up a big win over Portland on the pitch Sunday. Obafemi Martin scored 2 goals and got an assist from another from Clint Dempsey, and the Sounders beat the Timbers 4-2 yesterday. Chad Barrett also scored for the Sounders, who showed little fatigue after 5 matches in the past 15 days. The win moves Seattle to 14-7-3 and gives the Sounders a 1-game lead over FC Dallas in the Western Conference standings. The Sounders host the Colorado Rapids Saturday afternoon at 1. We'll be right back after this.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. With the local book telephone directory, it's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the local book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Our spotlight story tonight is about how a group of car and motorcycle enthusiasts came together to help a local veteran. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
They cruise for a cause. This year's Warrior Cruise on Saturday in downtown Moses Lake drew more than 30 antique and modified cruisers and their Hot Wheels. Money raised by participants will go to Vietnam War-era veteran David Adamson, who is suffering from a long-time serious knee injury in a non-combat accident. Donations will pay to retrofit Adamson's bathroom with a disabled access shower. Warrior Cruise event organizer Teresa Harrington and friend Nolan Dominguez came up with the idea, which Harrington said has become an annual event.
Every year we're going to have one here, and we're going to either donate it to a veteran, wounded warrior, or some serviceman of that kind, and do something and keep all the money local. You know, I just think that's really important. Sometimes you donate and it just goes nowhere. You don't know where it goes, but I want something that stays here and make a huge difference in our community.
Nolan Dominguez, who organized antique and custom car club participants in the cruise, explained how he and Harrington came up with the event. Dominguez drove his yellow lowrider Chevrolet in the cruise.
I'm into lowriders and she likes the cruising thing, and we just came up with it together.
The cruisers ended up at Blue Heron Park, where together they dined on barbecue. Harrington said the event will continue to benefit local veterans and wounded warriors.
Well, my husband and I have the Best Bath showroom here in Moses Lake, and we specialize in doing ADA compliant barrier-free showers, and we've done 6 or 7 for veterans in the area, in Grant County area. So it just kind of fit with what we do. We were able to get Best Bath to donate it at their cost, so you know, that's what all the money is going to go for, just to pay for the shower. And we have WTH Custom, which is our general contracting company, and we're donating all the installation. Pope's Plumbing is donating all the plumbing, and you know, and so it's just something that a niche that we were already in, and you know, a need that this area has.
David Adamson, who led the cruise on his custom motorcycle, said he was grateful for the group's generosity.
Well, I love it, actually. You know, I'm an older guy and I got an older house, and it, you know, and it looks like we're going to have plenty of people. I get one of them fancy bathtubs with the low open doors and stuff, and I can actually use it because I'm, you know, tripping over stuff anyway.
I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber1 News.
We will be right back after this.
Game time.
Papa's in the house.
Wow, what's all this?
I'm all about stats. For instance, have I got some numbers for you? Papa John's, a leader in online ordering.
You bet, Jim.
You were the first pizza company to offer it nationwide. What's the secret?
Jim, it's the pizza.
To celebrate our online leadership, get Papa John's new double pepperoni and bacon pizza for just $12.
Better ingredients,
better pizza,
and a better way to get it, papajohns.com.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Welcome back. Gorge Amphitheater owners Live Nation touted their positive impact on Grant County before a public hearing to change the zoning and permit for the concert venue. Company representatives are meeting with county commissioners on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. They are conducting a hearing to change the zoning for the amphitheater as part of an update to the county's comprehensive plan. The change would make it easier for the county and Live Nation to move forward with possible plans to add commercial buildings and rental units to the area. A Live Nation representative stated the amphitheater employs 1,500 people from the area each festival weekend and drew nearly 400,000 concertgoers in 2013. The gorge generated $4.6 million in state and local taxes last year. The amphitheater paid $9.1 million in wages and salaries to 1,570 employees and contractors. In Northwest news, officials in north central Washington report mudslides in areas damaged by wildfires damaged or destroyed 10 homes and blocked highways. Okanogan County Emergency Manager Scott Miller said authorities are still trying to identify everyone affected by the Thursday night storms. Resident Janie Lewis said the storm left 2 feet of mud in her home. She says she and her husband are grateful to be alive and thankful for the neighbors who helped clean up. There were no reports of injuries from the slides. A section of one state highway was closed. One wolf has been killed by a hunter hired by the state, and up to 3 more may be killed to protect sheep in southern Stevens County. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife says a hunter killed 1 member of the Huckleberry Pack of wolves on Saturday. Hunters resumed their efforts to find and kill up to 3 more members of the pack, which is estimated to have 12 members. Since August 14th, the agency has confirmed that wolves from the Huckleberry Pack have killed 22 sheep and injured 3 more in 6 separate incidents, despite an array of preventive measures employed by the department and the sheep owner. Environmental groups are opposed to the hunt. The Huckleberry Pack is one of 13 in the state. A company is hoping to cash in on legal marijuana. They have come up with a new way to get pot in your system. KCPQ reporter Reggie Aki has the story.
No artificial sweeteners, no alcohol, plenty of buzz.
So it's infused with 20 milligrams of THC.
Adam Stites and his Longview company called Mirth Provisions, they're basically pioneers. They saw a gap in Washington's new legal marijuana market, and they're hoping pot-infused soda and coffee will fill it.
It's much more approachable. Here's a drink as opposed to, hey, mom or dad, you want a joint?
They're calling the product legal. The chilled-out attitude of the brand is right on the label. Couch, meat, butt. The bottle reads, so ridiculously relaxing it promises, you will become one with your furniture. But ideally, not totally stoned.
The idea is we're going to put a reasonable dosage in here that you can kick back and casually drink the whole thing without worrying about how am I going to feel later.
The pot-infused coffee drinks on their website are on hold for now until the state gives the green light. For now, lemon ginger, pomegranate, and Rainier cherry sodas will have to quench the thirst of those looking to drink their marijuana. Sweet and low? Yeah. No more. It just got high.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.